Hey guys, my name's Jack. I write music as Audible Thought. So the vibes are unreal and the sun's shining and it's just, I'm over the moon. I always just wrote music because I love doing it. Audible Thought just I came up with it years ago and I wasn't sure about it. I came up with a bunch of names and then I just kept coming back to it, and man, I'm like so inspired by Sleep Hypnotic at the moment. You've got this beautiful emotional music that's just so pumping and driving at the same time. You can't compare yourself to your idols, you just compare yourself to your previous track. I'm like immensely proud of the scene we've got here in Australia. Everybody should just be encouraged to just work out what your thing is and just do that. Yeah, I really appreciate all the support I've had over the last few years. It's changed my life, it's been unreal.
Hello from Art Valley, everybody. This is 2025 winter edition. Brother, please introduce yourself.
Hey guys, my name's Jack. I write music as Audible Thought.
Jack, first time at Art Valley?
First Art Valley, yeah.
What do you think so far?
Absolutely love it. It's a unique festival. I don't think I've been to something quite like this. So for anyone who hasn't been, I think if I could sum it up, it's a small party. We're talking like 600, 700 people, but like crazy production level. Like look at it. Everything's top notch. The lineup is bullshit. Like the lineup's something you'd expect to see it like something 3 times this size. And I think the way they do it in this current climate of, financial hardship and stuff is like they own this property, so that they don't have to pay these ridiculous site fees. And there's a few other things going on, and they just have all this extra money to fucking throw into the artists and just create something so amazing for such a small group of people. And like I cannot describe how good everybody is here. I haven't met anyone but an absolute legend all weekend. So the vibes are unreal and the sun's shining and it's just, I'm over the moon.
Awesome, that's my favorite doof. Audible Thought, what does it mean? How did it come about?
Oh man, I think anyone who's tried to come up with a alias for their project probably understands the difficulty and like the unsure, it's a bit of a weird thing, kind of naming a project, but Audible Thought just I came up with it years ago and I wasn't sure about it. I came up with a bunch of names and then I just kept coming back to it, and I wanted to just not limit this project to a certain thing. I just wanted to it's basically all 4x4. You can always, it's not going to be any drum and bass or anything, even though I love that stuff. But just kind of whatever I'm feeling at the moment, that's what I write.
And how long have you been producing?
Officially, we're probably going on like 14 years now. I started in 2012, almost just like procrastinating my uni homework that I had to do. And I loved it, but it's hard starting out, and it took a few years until I really was like, things started to click, and I was like, I love this so much, and it just became my whole life.
So Audible Thought is sci-tech and progressive project?
Yeah, for sure, and I'm trying to, at the moment, venture and not get caught in my own groove too much. I don't want to get stuck in a formula, and so I'm actively trying to push into faster stuff at the moment, and working on an album at the moment that who knows how long it'll take me to write, but it's going to be a really like progressive journey through genres. So I don't know what sort of label would be interested in something very dynamic in terms of the genres, but I'll self-release it if I have to. I don't really care. I'm just doing it because that's what I want to do, and we'll just see what happens. Yeah.
And faster BPM, what kind of BPM are we talking about?
Man, I'm like so inspired by Sleep Hypnotic at the moment. That guy's like, I've got a classical background. I did 7 years of piano when I was a kid, and I can't help but have that melody and harmony and stuff come into my music. And I used to shy away from it a little bit, but it seems to resonate with people, and I've kind of become more confident and just leaned into it, and just I don't fight it anymore. I just like let it flow out. And then I listen to Slip stuff, and it's just like he's got an orchestral classical background as well, and it's just so well balanced. It's just, you've got this beautiful emotional music that's just so pumping and driving at the same time, and that I'm just so inspired by that. Yeah, so he's like one of my biggest inspirations right now, but also Airy and like even Forest. I'm really like getting into like Forest Sci, and I've tried writing a bit of stuff, and yeah, I hope to push some of that out in the next 12 months as well.
Do you know the artist Ben Coda from Argentina?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
What do you think about him?
Yeah, he's a legend, bro. He's I've watched him grow dramatically in the last few years as well. Like I think his tunes are great.
Same with me. I was chatting to him the other day, and he was saying, I watch your interviews and not enough sci-tech interviews in our community. So what do you think about sci-techno as a genre, and how it's been evolving in the last 5 years, and where do you think it is sort of going? How you feel?
I mean, to be honest, I'm like immensely proud of the scene we've got here in Australia. I think like everybody is just uniquely themselves, and it's just so beautiful. Everyone's pushing into a slightly different flavor of sci-tech, and I know that like other people around the world are influenced and like inspired by what we've got going on here, and I just think it's really beautiful that instead of just trying to like repeat what's popular, everyone's just got their own little path and their own little niche, and I just think everybody should just be encouraged to just work out what your thing is and just do that, because there's room for, I think one of my favorite quotes I've heard recently was, there's enough room in infinity for everyone. So like, yeah, I think that's pretty much sums it up.
That's great. What in the music context, what does progressive mean?
Progressive, I guess, in my mind, it's kind of just like, it's another word for like a journey. You know, you're introducing, you're like very conscious of the introduction and the storytelling of a track, and even if you zoom out a bit, like putting together a set that is progressive and building an energy, and like, you know, you've got that like that macro level flow and journey, and just taking the audience on a journey. And I mean, something I'd really love to see in Australia, to be honest, is if festivals could start leaning into the Euro trend of longer sets. Less artists, longer sets. Let the artists take that audience and just in a trance and just capture that and just take them. And it would cut down on the costs for the festivals because there's less transport. You know, you might pay the artists twice their set fee because they're playing for twice as long, but like it's still only one flight for that artist. I think that might be a good way to help festivals kind of survive in this climate at the moment, and there's no downside that I see. It's just great. I really love that about Europe.
That's a very good idea. I think I would agree with that. So any last words that you would like to add? I guess thanks for watching, and thanks for listening, and yeah, I really appreciate all the support I've had over the last few years. It's changed my life. It's been unreal. I can't believe that this is happening. Like I always just wrote music because I love doing it, and I think that's a good point too, is like, if you want to get into this, like, it is too hard to do it for the wrong reasons. The only way you get to the level where you're releasing music that you're proud of, in my opinion, is by taking that pressure off yourself and just doing it because it's fun, and because it's just too long, you know. And like, if it's fun, you'll just keep doing it, and then by nature of just by keeping doing it, you will just keep getting better, and eventually, you know, you might be playing on your favorite stages. And I think if you go into it with the right intentions and you do it because it's your creative outlet and it brings you joy, you will reap the rewards instead of coming at it like, I want to like get famous and travel the world or some shit. Like, those guys don't make it, in my opinion. I've tried to help mates that kind of had that intention, and they get like
3 weeks into it, and they're looking for the like press make banger button. It's like, nah, man, you're gonna write like dog shit tunes for like 3 years. You know, like it's not easy, and you can't compare yourself to your idols. You just compare yourself to your previous track, and if you're making an improvement every track, that's great, and that's all you need to do. Just keep growing. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for time.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Cheers.
All the best. Thank you for watching, everyone, and don't forget to click the subscribe button. All the best.